On January 13th, 2013, this is social lesson number 2, Raising Partners Major, Part 2. Greenbridge friends, Michael here at Bridge Hands, and welcome you to Part 2 of our series where we're going to look at more on major suit raises. Now, you recall on our last session, we spoke about the criteria for a game, 25 points or more, the 3 types of hands, minimum, medium, or maximum. The opener can have a minimum, 12 to 14, could be a medium, 15 to 17, or it could be a maximum of 19 to 21, maybe 18 to 21 with a good 18. The responder, similarly, with less than 6 will pass. With 6 to 9, or a good 5, as we saw in the last episode, we have a minimum hand. A medium would be 10 to 12. A good 12 might want to go to game. 13 points or more will definitely insist on game after partners open with 12 points or more. With 2 minimum hands, we want to stop as soon as possible. 1 spade could be 12 to 14 or more. 2 spades, 6 to 9 points. The opener's minimum 12 to 14, stopping on the bidding right there. 8 tricks will be enough. With a minimum and a medium, they can have an invitational raise. We'll talk about that. It looks like they should be able to make 9 tricks. But if the opener has more, they can go ahead and insist upon a game if they have more than the minimum. 1 spade, 3 spades, 4 spades. With a minimum and a maximum, we will insist on game. 1 spade, 2 spades. If the opener has 19 to 21 or good 18, we'll go ahead and go to game. Okay, well, the criteria for a major suit raise would be a 8-card fit. Now, we saw in last session where the opener opened with a minor, the responder bid a major, only requires a 4-card fit, not a 5 when you responder. This is standard American bidding. And we saw where the opener had a 4-card fit as well, knowing the responder had 4 or more, so that was an 8-card fit, the golden fit as they say. Okay, the more common scenario, and the one we're going to see today, is where the opener has 5 or more. Now, when we're opening with standard American, we need 5 in the major suit. Our ACAL friends over on the other side of the pond and elsewhere in places like Australia, New Zealand, yes, the ACAL system, they only open with 4-card majors or more. We open with 5-card majors using the standard American system. So 1 spade with 5 or more. Responder, if they have 3 or more, aha, we have that golden fit of 8 cards or more in a major. Similarly, the opener might have a 6-card suit, and the responder doesn't know this, so it might go 1 spade by the opener, 1 no trump by the responder. The opener rebidding 2 spades would say, I have a 6-card suit. Now, we in bridge don't like to rebid a 5-card suit, right? Good. Okay. We rebid 6-card suits. So rebidding 2 spades would say, partner, I have a 6-card suit, because they could have rebid 2 clubs, 2 diamonds, or 2 hearts, correct? Okay. And when we have more than an 8-card fit, that's worth usually an extra trick or more. So if it's 1 spade by me, 2 spades by you, but you have a 9-card fit, well, that's worth extras. And we'll talk about some different conventional agreements in just a moment. How about a 4-3 fit? No, we don't normally like to play in 4-3 fits. Why? Because one of the opponents could have 4 as well. Could have 5 on a bad day, in fact. So we normally like to have a 8-card fit. With a 4-3 fit, we normally would just as soon play in no trump. Now, sometimes the opponents will get in the auction and we have to settle for a 4-3 fit, especially if we're short in the opponent's suit. But we don't like to play with a 7-card suit. Similarly, there might be a situation where you just have a singleton in a suit and it looks like we're better to play in that 4-3 fit. Well, okay. How about conventional agreements? 1 spade, 3 spades. Is that invitational in your system? Well, the legacy way, back from the olden days, was that 1 spade, 3 spades was a game-forcing bid and not invitational. That was back in the 20s and the 30s, even in the 40s, but by the 50s, they started using a limit raise. 1 spade, 3 spades, 1 heart, 3 hearts was invitational to game. No reason, they felt, to go ahead since you could bid 1 spade, 4 spade if you did have game values. So typically it's invitational. There are some advanced players who like to use conventional agreements such as the Bergen raise. One spade, three clubs, not as a strong jump shift. One spade, three diamonds, not as a strong jump shift, but to show those with invitational values with the 4 cards for 3 diamonds, or 6 to 9 points and 4 card suit, worth an extra trick, remember. So that's a conventional agreement. How about one spade, 4 spades? Do you play that as strong or weak? The modern style, and actually back in the early days as well, it was that would be more of a preemptive value. It would be a weak responder hand with 5. Okay, well, if the opener has 5 and you've got 5, and we said it's worth an extra trick for having 4 card suit, then certainly when responder has a 5 card suit and the opener has 5, you have a good chance to make game, especially if you have a distributional hand, something like a 5-4-3-1 shape, 5-4-4-0 shape, even better. You definitely want to go to game with a weak hand. So with a stronger hand, with one that you have game values plus a 5 card responder suit, we typically do a convenient minor rebid. So one spade, 2 clubs, maybe with a 4 card club suit, and then on a rebid, we bid 4 spades to say, partner, we don't have this weak hand, but we have a stronger hand. So we need conventional agreements with our partner. And if your partner says, when you sit down and talk with them, do you play weak 2s or strong 2s? And they say, I play strong 2s. They might be playing 1 spade, 3 spade as game forcing. That's the way it used to be in the early days of bridge. But if they say they play, rather than 16 to 18, 15 to 17, no trump, and they play weak 2s, then you can probably feel that if you haven't got a chance to speak about limit raises, 1 spade, 3 spades, or 1 heart, 3 hearts is invitational to game. Some people, in fact, that play the 2/1 system, they play that 1 spade, 3 spades shows 4 spades. They would bid 1 no trump, which is forcing in the 2/1 system. That's another lesson. And then after openers rebid, then they come back to 3 spades when they only have 3. But when they have 4, that's the way they do it. So there's a lot of different styles. Well, okay, we've spoke enough about the theory of the game. We've got 5 hands coming on, so let's get started. See you at the table. So, okay, on our first hand, and we're going to have 3 variations of this, so stay tuned. We have South with a 5-4-2-2 in spades. Very nice. King, Queen, 10, 8 spot, 5 times. In hearts, King, Jack, 9-8. Looks like a great suit if you're not peeking at the north hand. In diamonds, a 9-8. Probably not worth much. And in clubs, Ace, Jack, Doubleton. So high card points, 5 in spades. Clubs, another 5 is 10. In hearts, another 4 is 14. 1 distribution for the 5th spade. As opener, we count length points, responder shortage points. Coming to that in a moment. So with 15 points, do you want to open 1 no trump? No, we want to open at 1 spade. We certainly like the fact that we have a spade suit, and we have most of our points in these majors, so we're going to open at 1 spade. If it was 15 points to 17, 18 to 21, it would still be 1 spade. In the 2/1 or in the standard American system, we have a tremendous range, don't we? 12 to 21 points. Goodness, that's the way the system works. So we're going to open at 1 spade. And by the way, don't count 5 points for this Ace, Jack, Doubleton of clubs. You must play the Jack when you come around. There's no finesse opportunity like Ace, Jack, third if your partner had some honors. So only count it for 4 points, please. Unless your partner opened the suit, then you're happy with an Ace, Jack, Doubleton. Count it for 5. Okay, so 1 spade it is. Over to the west hand, a 4-4-3-2 and less than 10 points. It'll be a pass. North has a 5-4-3-1. 3 spades, good, even though they are just baby values. In diamonds, Ace, King 4 times. There's 7 points. 2 in clubs for Queen 5th. We wish we had a nicer honor in a 5 card suit, but oh well. 9 points is 9 points. So do you want to respond to spades with 6 to 9 points? No, I hope not. You have some distribution points for your shortage. You have a singleton side suit heart. And you can have a chance to rough some if your partner has more than a singleton. If they have ace 3 times, good. Maybe you can get some roughs in. So yes, we would count some extra points. Now how many? Different teachers have different ideas. A doubleton they oftentimes say is worth 1. A singleton is some say it's worth 3. Others say it's worth 2. Some say it's worth 3 with 4 trump. It's maddening, isn't it? So it's probably worth about 2.5 points. And with a void, it would certainly be worth 3 to 5 points, depending upon your length of your trump, because you have lots of controls. This is sort of like if you had an ace or king doubleton, isn't it? Because after the first time it's played, you get some roughing opportunities. Now, if you had ace, king, queen in the spade suit, it wouldn't be worth hardly anything, because you've already counted the 9 points for the ace, king, queen of trump. Or you can use it for roughing too, then you can't use it for getting rid of the opponent's spade. So a lot of factors to think about, but we think it's probably worth around 2 points. So with 10 to 12 points, we invite 3 spades. Over in the east hand, 5, 3, 3, 2 with 2 aces and the rounded suits, a pass. Back to us, do we want to accept? Well, we have the minimum hand, don't we? 12 to 14, but we have a pretty good 14. Let's look at it from a standpoint of losing trick count, for those of you who have those lessons. Okay, in our losers in spades, we have king, queen, 10, 5 times. That's one loser. Remember, we only count the first, beyond the first 3, we don't count losers. So we have one loser, missing the ace. That's 1. 2 in diamonds, up to 3. In clubs, yes, the ace, jack is as good as ace 2. So we have one loser, there's 4. And in hearts, king, jack, 4 times. Well, we're missing 2 of the ace, king, queen, so that gives us another 2, is up to 6 losers. So with 6 losers, yes, we have more than a 7 loser hand. 6 loser hand is a pretty good hand. We will accept. Now in this case, unfortunately, it looks like we have some issues here, and let's go to that. The opening lead from a sequence suit is going to be the queen of diamonds. We cover with the king. A low attitude is played from the east, and obviously with the ace there, everybody can see in the dummy in the north hand that they can't help much there. And we play an 8 from the south hand, 8 or 9, either's fine. Okay, what's our strategy? Do you want to start pulling trump? Well, remember, our partner in the north, they predicated the value of their hand based upon the shortage points over here in hearts. So I think that, right, we want to say that we want to do some roughing in that hearts. So that's our strategy, to get rid of some of these heart losers, because we can't do finesses more than one time. In fact, let's start off. Oftentimes when you have this situation, you want to go ahead and play it right away with the heart. Test the metal of east. Are they going to go up with the ace? Are they going to go low? Are they going to think 5 or 10 seconds, in which case we know they pretty much have the ace, right? So east, if you have this hand, I hope you're looking at the dummy and ready for your play on trick 2 when it comes to you. Play smoothly in tempo, as they say. Okay, so small heart is played, and east decides to play low. Hopefully they played in tempo. We go up with the king, which wins. Good, we know now by inference that east has the ace. Okay, we could go ahead and rough a heart at this time, but this south, for some reason, plays a diamond. Why they're not doing a rough right away, I'm not really sure, but they go up to the ace of diamonds, and what are they going to do now? Well, they decide they're going to go ahead and play a spade there. You wonder if maybe east should have played an ace of spades and came back, and we'll see that in our next scenario. But the queen does win. Okay. Now we finally go ahead and start playing the heart. I would have done that earlier, wouldn't you? Get some roughs in earlier before they start pulling trump on us. So we are able to get a rough in the dummy. Good. Okay, so some of those distributional points we counted for north are paying dividends. Okay, what are we going to do now? We've got to get back to the south hand. Let's go in a club to the ace, not to the jack. You want to go ahead and go up to the ace and do that rinse, wash, lather, and repeat. For those of you who have hair, that is. And so, right, we're going to go ahead and play another heart. And the queen does pop. Okay, that's interesting. So we can rough it again. And now we can go ahead and play another club to our jack. The king wins by the west hand. And they decide they're going to play a diamond. We rough in. We play the spade king. And fortunately, they had the jack fall doubleton, and the ace was played on the other, so it was a 3-2 split. They have one spade left. They play ace of hearts. We give them that trick. We get the last 2 spade tricks to make our 10-trick game. So it was 1 spade, 3 spades invitational, even though it was 6 to 9 points, distribution points for the responder when you have that golden 8 card fit. The opener, even though it was 12 to 14 points, if you're in tune with the number of losers that you have in this hand, with a 7 loser hand, which is kind of the typical minimum 12 to 14, but you have some shape points here, and the way you count those is with our losing trick count. With ace, king, queen, we don't, once we have a partnership fit, with ace, king, queen, we don't count those as losers. Anything beyond 3 are not losers also. With a queen third side suit, yeah, I'm afraid that is 3 losers. Okay, next hand. Okay, on our second hand, everybody in fact has the same hands. The auction is the same. We're taking a look at the play this time. We're going to alter the play a little bit. So the queen of diamonds to the king, and the small 2 is played. We pitch an 8. A heart comes out. This time they cover with the ace. I think that's a good play. What about you? Yes, you can see the dummy that they're going to start roughing, so go up with your ace. We normally like second hand low, but not in this situation. Because we have the ace of spades, we can play an ace and another spade, depleting 2 of their spades. Wouldn't it be nice if we had ace king? That'd be great, Joy. Ace and the king and a third spade. We'll see a variation of that coming up. Okay, we win the ace of hearts. We'll now play the ace of spades. We'll be praying that our partner doesn't have a singleton king, right? Hopefully not. We don't have that many, and we didn't hear a lot of extras elsewhere, so hopefully it's not a singleton king by partner. And it wasn't, thank goodness. And we'll play a second spade, and South now can win it with the queen. The jack is played, so we can see that it was 4 out, 1 left. And at this point, we're not so happy from the declarer's perspective. They've just taken away 2 of our hearts. But our king is promoted, so we can get at least 1 rough in. So we'll play the 9 of hearts and rough it in the dummy. Okay, well, that's the way that works. So, all right, what do we want to do now? Well, I guess we're going to want to go ahead and play a club up to our ace. And now we're going to want to play a club back. Do you see what's going on here? We get the last trump. We're playing the club back. They win it or they don't. If they don't win it, it's not a loser. If they do win it, we have that entry with the ace of diamonds. I hope you didn't play that earlier. That's an important card to get back to the dummy, to that queen, right? And you remember how many clubs we had? 2. And the north hand 5. 5, 3, 3, 2. Okay, they both follow. They could be 3, 3 in the suit. Or they could be 4, 2, the more likely scenario. Okay, at any rate, they play a club up to the queen. It looks like they're not afraid of the suit. Sure enough, they have the 10-9 left in the west hand. We win it. We play the ace of diamonds, a diamond and rough in. We play our promoted king of hearts. Remember, they went up with the ace on trick 2. And our last spade. So that was a valiant effort for East to try to thwart our opportunity to do roughs in the dummy to try to take away some of those length point and mitigate those. And most all the time, the defenders want to do the opposite of what the declarer is doing, right? We're contrarians in this game. So we can see that where the auction got to game, this time East did a clever play of trying to minimize the roughing opportunity, taking a look at the dummy. But because of the play of clubs, we were able to go ahead and get an extra club trick there, and all worked well after all. Okay, next hand. On our third hand, everyone has close to the same cards, but there are some slight and significant difference. We have the 5, 4, 2, 2 in the south hand. This time we have 15 high card points. Our spades aren't quite as nice. Well, there are 3 honors. Queen, Jack, 10, 5 times. 9, 8, again in diamonds. Ace, Jack, again in clubs, and this time in hearts. Ace, King, 9, 8. Well, we certainly like the ace king connected, although we had to give up something in the spade suit. We will once again open 1 spade. Over to the west hand. Nicer hand here. It's a 4, 4, 3, 2 in spades. Ace king, 9 spot. In diamonds, queen, jack, 10, 4 times. In clubs, king, 10, 9, 8. And in hearts, 10 doubleton. That's 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And we've got some really nice 10s and 9s. In fact, how many non-honors do we have? The 9 of spades, the 5 of diamonds. Well, those clubs are connected there. That's nice. And once my heart. So we've got almost all honors. We'd like to bid, but we don't have a 5-card suit. And South already opened one spade. How about a takeout double? No, please don't do that. You need to have 3 cards in the side suit and generally shortness in the opener's bid suit. And we have just the opposite. We have 3 spades and only 2 hearts. And if we were to make a takeout double, our partner over in East will probably have a lot of hearts. In this case, oh yeah, they'll be singing hearts from here to kingdom come if we make a takeout double. We'll never get them to stop bidding. So no, we just have to pass and see where the auction goes. To North. Same hand again. That was that 5-4-3-1 with the singleton heart. And ace, king, 4th of diamonds, queen, 5th of clubs, you'll recall. So we will do the invitational jump raise as though it was 10 to 12 points, counting our distribution points worth 2 or 3 or so. Okay, over to the East hand. Well, we have queen, jack, 6 times in hearts, 3 diamonds, 2 spades, 2 clubs, definitely going to be a pass. We're not going to come in after 3 spades invitational. Back to South. Okay, we will accept the game. Our partner is not showing a minimum hand. You recall we have a fairly good hand here. This time it's 15 points. You want to take a look at losing trick count for practice? Sure, let's do that. 2 losers in spades, 2 losers in diamonds, 1 in clubs, and 1 in hearts. Still a 6 loser hand, isn't it? We'll accept. Okay, the opening lead in this case, well, you got 13 points, and yet there was a jump raised by North. What's that all about? Could be based upon shortage points, couldn't it? Or it could be your partner is just a complete bust on the other side. Or maybe South, the opener, has a lot of extras. Not sure. But with this situation where we've got ace, king 3 times in spades, well, let's play an ace and take a look at the dummy. We play the ace, and everybody follows. Below is played by our partner from a doubleton. They could have played high-low on a side suit. On a trump suit, normally, that we play middle, low, high with 3. That's the trump ecosystem. With 2, we just normally play low, high in the trump suit. Something to remember. Okay, so we see that there is a shortage in the dummy. And that's the basis of their invitational raise. We only see 9 high card points from West perspective. So, hey, we're on to something good. We're going to go ahead and play the king. Everybody follows. And we play the 9. So much for their roughing opportunity. How about that, eh? Well, from South's perspective, we're not quite so happy with this revolting turn of events. But we have some ideas, and what do you think we should do since we can't do roughs? Roughs, finesses, and promotions, right? I don't see a lot of opportunities for finesses. If we had different heart values, we might try that. But how about promoting that club suit in the North hand? How many do we have? 5 and 2 is 7. They've got 6. They could be 3-3, 1 and 3 times, 36%. They could be 4-2, about half the time, 49%. So 36 and 49 is up to about 85. So most of the time, 85% of the time, they're not going to be more than 4-2 against us. In which cases, if we can rough out the suit, then we can go ahead and promote that if we have entries. And do we have entries? Yes, we do in the diamond suit, don't we? So that's going to be our strategy here. So, okay, we've won the 10. And we can go ahead and play the ace of clubs. Not going to finesse the club suit. We're going to instead just play our jack, whether they take it or not. Fine. If not, we just get a trick that way. So they do have to go up with the king over in the west hand. And they now go ahead and play a heart. And we win it with a king. Fine. Now the 9 of diamonds to the king in the north hand. And we're going to play that top club. Okay, shows out in the east hand, so that means it was 4-2. We played second round, this being the third, so there's still one more club left over by pesky West. They're stubborn. We play that club, they cover with the 10, but we have roughed it. So now our last club, the 5th club, is promoted in the north hand. We play a diamond up to that lovely ace, so we're glad we had an entry and didn't play those diamonds early. We needed the transportation to the north hand, and now we can play the club, pitch the heart, and the rest of the tricks are ours. So how about that? So interesting, wasn't it? This time We never got our roughs in like we wanted because they played the ace, king, third spade, and yet we saw that their opportunity was with the entries in that diamond suit to the north hand. We could go ahead and play it several times to go ahead and promote the suit. So the contract was always there. Excellent. Let's try another variation. On our fourth hand, cards are a little bit different, similar. This time we have a 6-3-2-2 for South in spades. Ace, queen, 10, 6 times. Love that suit. In diamonds, ace, 9 spot. In clubs, jack, third, never my favorites. And a king doubleton. So we have in high cards, 6 in spades. 4 in diamonds is 10. 3 in hearts, 13. I don't like jack thirds, but we have 2 distribution points. Gets us up to about 15, 16 points, doesn't it? Remember, as opener, we count our length points, not shortage. So sure, we'll open one spade. Over by the west hand, it's a 4-4-3-2, but look at this, a little different this time. In clubs, ace, 10, 4 times. There's 4. Queen, jack, 10. Nice connected 10 there. 4 times in hearts. There's another 3. In diamonds, queen, jack, 10, 3 times. Good. Love that connected 10. And a king, 9 doubleton in spades. So we have an opening hand around 13 points or so. This time, though, we have shortage in the opener's bid suit. So turn that weakness into a strength by making a takeout double. Saying, partner, we have 12, good 11 with a singleton, something like that. And partner, take it out. Bid another suit. It's not for penalty. Okay, to the north hand. Well, we have ace doubleton hearts, queen 9-8 in clubs, king 6 times in diamonds, and jack doubleton in our partner's suit. Well, we can't raise our partner's spade suit because we don't have 3. They have 5 or more, we don't know. But we only have 2, so we cannot raise. We would only be able to do that with 3. So what do you think? We have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 high card points. We do like jack tripleton in our partner's major suit. That would definitely be worth a point. With doubleton, not quite. But with 10 points, we got to do something. Well, you could bid 2 diamonds, I suppose, with 10 points. Diamond suit is not great. It's not bad. At least you got one primary honor, don't you? When you're playing more advanced players, though, after a 1-level bid and then a double, if you were to come in at the 2 level in a lower suit than partner suit, and spades to 2 diamonds would be a lower ranking suit. Advanced players, that's just to play, because this person's showing 12 points or more, and they just play 2 diamonds is just to play. But probably with most of your partners, it would be a forcing bid, just as though this person didn't bid, and it goes 1 spade, 2 diamonds. That's forcing 10 points or more in a 5 or longer card suit most of the time. So I think that probably if you're not familiar with the 2 diamonds being to play, and you play it to forcing, you could bid that. Otherwise, how about a redouble? Do you ever use that bid? In this situation, 1 grape, double, redouble, it shows 10 points or more and no fit with partner. And doesn't that describe your hand perfectly? You have 10 points or more? Don't have a fit with partner? Yeah, redouble. Okay, over to East. Whether it's a redouble or 2 diamonds, you're ready to bid that heart suit with a 5-3-3-2. You have 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, not great. King 3 times of clubs, 2 small diamonds, and 3 spades. And everybody knows that you don't have many points. But before the bus leaves the station, don't you want to hop aboard? I think so. Everybody knows that South has 12 points or more. Everybody knows there's about 12 points or more here. Everybody knows there's 10 points or more. Yes, it's a free bid. In our advanced lesson, we talk about free bids having extras. But in this case, everybody knows that you don't have a lot of points. You're not promising, you're promising shape. And if your partner has got usually 4 and you've got 5, you've got a fit. You can bid at the 2 level. Okay, back to South. Now you're in a free bid seat. You could pass, but with a 6 spade, why not make a bid? And if you've covered our lessons in terms of losing trick count, suit quality, let's look at our suit quality. 6 long, 3 honors, 6 and 3 is 9, semi-self-sustaining suit. Sure, even if our partner's got a singleton, we can try finesse to the queen. And if it doesn't win, we still aren't going to lose more than 1 or 2 trick with 6. Great suit, isn't it? So, okay, we're going to take a look at our losing tricks. We have one loser in spades, one loser in diamonds, 3 in clubs is 5, 1 in hearts is 6. We're certainly not a minimum hand. We could bid 2 spades. If you're a little bit heavy-handed, you might even try 3 spades. Okay, no bid by east, west, and then back to north. Yeah, I think you're going to go to 4 spades. If your partner has shown a 6-card suit, too, now we do have a golden fit. They didn't have to bid spades. If they did, by golly, they better have a very good 5 or a 6-card suit. Very good 5. I'd want to see 4 honors or the top 3, ace, king, queen, 5 times. Okay, so in play, we're going to have east either leading from queen, jack, 4th of hearts or queen, jack, 10 of diamonds, and the opening lead will be a queen of hearts. Okay, won by the ace in the north hand, and everybody else follows. It was a low play by the east hand from 98765, and it's time to plan our play. So we don't have to worry about roughing the heart suit this time. In diamonds, I guess there might be a chance to promote the diamond suit. You've got those 6 diamonds in the north hand, and we have the finesse situation to deal with in spades. Well, we probably need to pull trump, and then if we do that, we don't have a lot of entries in diamonds. In fact, we've just really got 1. So we've got this troublesome jack 3rd in the south end and queen 9-8 in the north hand. Now, defenders, when you see a queen 3rd or jack 3rd in the dummy, it's not one you normally want to break that suit. And in this situation, you can see why. If you break the club suit, you get your ace and the king. Unless you get a ruff, they're going to get the 3rd trick. Declare, you've got a queen and a jack. If you break the suit, you will probably lose all 3 tricks, won't you? Sometimes you can sneak one from north to the south hand, and they'll go up in the second seat. They'll get nervous and things, but generally you're going to lose 3 tricks if you break the suit. But in this case, look at the 9 and the 8 of clubs. You have some finesse opportunities, don't you? Right, depending upon where the 10's at. So let's, in this case, think about finessing that club suit. Then again, maybe we can get them to break the suit. Or since we have all these spades, maybe we can squeeze the opponents and kind of get some indication on where that. I know we have to think about counting a little bit, and we don't like to get counted too much for our social players. But we won't have much else to do, so let's kind of watch this club suit as we play the hand, okay? All right, let's see where we go. Okay, so we win the ace, and we're going to go ahead and start that finesse on the spade. Since we don't have a lot of entries, don't play a low spade. Play the jack of spades so you can do a repeated spade finesse, because you can't get to that north hand but the one time with that king of diamonds. So start off with the jack of spades. Okay, we play low, and, well, they won it with the king. Okay, well, we were 6 and 2. They've played 2. They've got 3 left. They've won the trick. And they come back with a spade. Well, right back at us, huh? So, okay, there's 4 spades. We win with the 10, and we might as well go ahead and play that last spade. And we see a club pitch by the west, excuse me. That's good, huh? Well, there's one of our spades, so we got nothing else to do other than play spades. Watch the discards. And in fact, it's so much fun. Let's do some more spades. We play a queen, and this time they play a heart. They both follow. On hearts, we play a spade, and there's another club. Oh, this is getting to be great, isn't it? Always good when you've got nothing better to do. Watch those side suits. And they pitched 2 clubs over in the west hand. Well, they certainly didn't want to pitch any of these others. They have a lot of what's called busy cards, so they had to start pitching something. I think I would have kept parity length with the dummy, if there's 3 there, and maybe pitched a heart and just abandon the heart suit. Our partner did bid hearts, after all, right? No reason for them to keep hearts, but they're making life too easy for us in the south hand. Okay, well, we're down to our last spade, so we're not going to touch that now. So, with 2 clubs played, let's go ahead and play a club by all means. We play a low club. Hey, they go up with a 10. That was all we needed to see. We cover with our queen, and the king wins over in the east. They come back with a heart. We win it with our king of hearts. And we can go ahead and play a low heart to the promoted 8, right? The 10 has been played. Queen and king are out. The ace wins it. And at this point, they play a heart. We rough it with our last spade. But life is good. We've got 2 diamonds, the ace of diamonds, the king of diamonds, and that last club is promoted. So, in summary, 1 spade, take out double. 2 diamonds or redouble, depending upon your style. I think redouble, I like that better. Then 2 hearts. 2 spades, 2.5, maybe 3 spades. It's kind of close there, isn't it? Remember, our losers were 1 in spades, 1 in diamonds, 3 in clubs, and 1 in hearts. 6 losers. We have some extras. We have an invitational hand. 2 spades sounds so-so. I'm not sure. It's your style. Either way will work. Okay, at any rate, it's going to be up to 4 spades. Yes, they only have 2, but after a spade rebid and free bid seat, good. And with this nice 6-card spade suit, if you do 3 spades, they're certainly going to go to 4, aren't they? Okay, 4 spades it is, and you recall that the play of the hand, it was all contingent upon this club suit. The king of spades finesse didn't work, but with this 9 and 8 of clubs, we can do a finesse to that 10 if the 10 is on side over there. So sometimes we don't think of them other than finesses of kings or queens or aces where we have the king and queen. But in this case, we can finesse to the 10, can't we? All right, let's try one more hand. This time we're going to not be so generous with 9 and 8, and we'll see that makes a difference. Well, okay, Bridge Thrill Seekers, we've reached that last hand, and this time the worm turns for the defenders. We'll take a look at that. Close to the same hands, but this time we don't have that 9-8 of clubs. We often don't think about 9s and 8s too much, do we? We don't count them for points, we forget them. But they can make a difference, as we'll see. So we don't have the 9-8, we've got 8-5, and the 9 goes over here to the East 10. So, opening lead, do you want to still lead the Queen of Hearts, or is the Queen of Diamonds okay? Does it matter? Well, it does. We'll take a look at the winners and the losers. And we can see Hearts is a winner. If you listed Diamond, well, sorry, it didn't work for you. They're going to make the contract. But there's still a lot of opportunities for heirs. East and West, be on your toes for this play if you want to set them. Okay, they got up to 4 spades, as you'll recall. The lead is of the Queen of Hearts. And we'll win with the Ace of Hearts. And we'll go ahead and do the finesse thing. It fails. They come back with a spade, fine. They can come back with anything other than a club, and no one's going to lead away from the ace that's unprotected 4 times in clubs, right? Hope you won't do that. Ace king, fine. Ace 4 times, you can't underlead it or you can't lead it. In this case, you can see what happens in the club suit. Okay, so at any rate, we've played the spades. We have one more to get them out. They've pitched a club, as we saw before. Okay, got nothing better to do. We watch they've played his club. We'll play another club. They play a heart. Both play a heart again. We play a spade. It's 2 hearts this time. This time, West, you're keeping 3 clubs. Good on you if you did. If you played one of those clubs, they're loser, loser, loser. If you play a diamond, loser, loser, loser. You're pitching your hearts. Your partner bid hearts. This time, you got it right. Good for you. Congratulations. And we only saw 1 heart club from South being pitched. That doesn't make us feel too good. Well, if we're going to have to do this club thing, when we've got split Jack third opposite Queen third, we might as well do it from the north hand to the closed south hand and see what East, if they're going to maybe pop up with a high value. Okay, so we play ace of diamonds and a diamond to the king and see what East is going to do. East, are you going to go up, play second hand high with the king? I hope not. If you do, not good. You want to keep a cover card with the king that is over the queen. So when they play the club, do not go up with the king or they're going to make their contract. You have to play second hand low. Okay, you go up with a jack in the south hand. That's the best you can do. Maybe it was ace king was held by there. It happens about 1 in 4 times, but good things could happen. At any rate, it didn't, so okay, jack to the ace. They then play a club, the third club, and we have to lose them, and we are down 1 trick. So that 9 of clubs made a big difference, didn't it? I think the contract was good, being in 4 spades. Recall that when we rebid the spade suit, it showed a 6-card suit. Going to 4 spades was fine. It was unfortunate that the king of spades was offside, happens half the time. But in this case, jack third opposite queen third. Now you start to see why I'm not so wild on jack thirds. Hands like this, it wasn't worth a point. Even though we had 3 points between the two, it didn't gather one trick. When we had the 9 of clubs, were able to do a finesse, and we hope half of our finesses work, right? Okay, so if you're an optimist, maybe you think they all work. At any rate, we went down one trick. I hope you enjoyed this series. Well, bridge friends, good times goes by when we're having fun. I hope you enjoyed the show today. So we had quite a few new things we discussed today. Although it was major suit raises, you'll recall that in lesson number 1, in that episode, it was one of a minor, one of a major, which could be a 4 card, doesn't have to be a 5 card. Opener then supported our suit, showing at least 4 cards, right? Open with 5, support with 4, respond with 4, so 4-4 is a major suit fit. Minimum was with 12 to 14 hands. Medium, 15 to 17. They jumped one to 3 spades. In this case, though, today it was where the opener opened with a 5 card or longer suit. 1 spade showing 5 spades, and 12 or more, same with the heart suit. The responder with a 3 card fit could, with the minimum hand, 6 to 9, bid 2 spades, sign off. Invitational, remember we're playing invitational raises here. Some of your friends may be showing forcing raises. In that case, you'll have to manufacture bids such as 2 of a minor, a convenient minor suit, and then later come back with 3 spades. Okay, but in this situation, we have where we had 1 spade, 3 spades invitational with 10 to 12. Now, yes, we didn't have 10 to 12 high card points, but we had shortage points in a side suit, one not bid by our partner. That's a good thing. So, with 10 to 12 points, you respond 3 spades, and with some extras, sure, we went to game. We then took a look at a situation where there wasn't a fit initially, where opener bid 1 spade and you only had 2 spades as responder. Sorry, can't support my suit with 2 or 3 or 4 spades. But you could bid something like 2 diamonds with 10 points or more. In this case, we had where there was an intervening double, and that presented some wrinkles depending upon your partnership agreements. Always get to know thy partner and know thyself, right? So we discussed quite a few different things. We had looked at some promotion plays in one situation where they played the ace king in a 3rd major suit trump against us. That was cool, wasn't it? Maybe you want to remember that sometime when you are the defender and keep them from having roughing opportunities in the dummy. And that was what we did on quite a few of the hands, right? The singleton heart, we had king, jack, the 4th of hearts. We were hoping to get some extra finessing tricks, oh well. But we played that singleton heart to our king, and they either went up or not, but we did get some roughs in the dummy. Okay, I hope you enjoyed the show. We'll look forward to seeing you again soon, and as always, have a great day playing bridge. Bye for now.